My baby like to bring me on. 좀 더 내게 다가와. 내게 못해. 살짝 너의 맘을 like 그냥 미치게나 싶어 난. 넌 어떻게 생각해? Walking down this lonely street, stars above a gentle beat. A night so calm, I feel complete. Find my way with tired feet. Whispers in the cool night air, promises beyond compare. Nighttime hides away our care, moments we can always share. Let the beat drop. Close my eyes, I count to 10. I close my eyes, I count to 10. I close my eyes, I close my eyes. Ready for the beat, yeah. Dance.
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, we're on the way. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Adriano, the man they call Imperatore, the Emperor.
Indeed, when he gets his game in good order, he is pretty much untouchable with that monster of a left foot.
Can be a showstopper, that. And no, that was never going to make it. He's played it long. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Batistuta really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Now it's Ronaldinho. And the pass is intercepted. Ribery. He has found the way through. Shot and a shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Now it's Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing. Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now he's got space here. Cleared without hesitation. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Ronaldinho, and a chance! And he has his goal. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Mignon deals with that nice and simple. And now a sudden chance to counter. Barella calmly anticipates. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. Shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
Inter certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Bastoni. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Adriano. Modric. It's a good... A header! Ronaldinho. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Rafael Leao. There's the shot! Goal! Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Inter Milan have their lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, what a mistake! Cannavaro. Calhanoglu. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, shooting chance! Modric. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Darmian. Inter Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Modric. Now it's Rafael Leao. And it's DiMarco. Plays a sharp little ball here. Boga has the space to scheme. DiMarco finding himself in space. Towering, and again. It's a goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Inter Milan now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And he's worked it through. And the shot! Early ball out from the back. Adriano. That's a good foray he's making. And here's Ribéry. Boga. De Bruyne. Now it's Ribéry. And he's quick to snatch it back. He'll try from distance. It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time.
Inter are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Inter Milan claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. The second half is up and running. And he's found a way past. Goes for a shot! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So now the difference is 3. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Dumfries. Barella. Threads one in. And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! To Rafael Leao! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Goes looking wide. Now, can they get him away? That's a shade optimistic. Cannavaro.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level. Adriano really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Rafael Leao, and he is that. He's having a shot! And a neat finish. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Ronaldinho. Chance, surely! He's got a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Inter Milan are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Barella. Now Dumfries. Passing is crisp and sharp. That is a great pick out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. Ronaldinho! And he hits the net. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Well, they may be down. Goes for goal! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pass somewhat off target.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's being urged to shoot. And a header! Goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
He's found a way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's DiMarco. Boga. Real chance! Ah, he's given it away. And again. It's a goal. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
As if three weren't enough. This is what has happened here. Rafael Leao! And he steered it beyond the post. Zanetti. Wriggles his way through. Well read, nice interception. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that has not gone well. Tries to pass it through.
Adriano really needed...
Oh, a gilt-edged chance! Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run. That's another chance. And that's past the post. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. So it's away we go then. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever...
Rafael Leao! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Dumfries with a definite foul there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Ronaldinho goes short. Crosses it. There's the header! Not a bad try by any means. Now he's got space here. Borga. He's got away. Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Inter Milan are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Dumfries. No goals as yet. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Çalhanoğlu. And that's really well manoeuvred. Ambitious ball here. Cuadrado crosses.
Rafael Leao really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
De Vrij getting this one clear. Now this tries a shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Ronaldinho plays it in. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Barella. Oh no, what has happened here? He's in on the finish! And for a moment, time stood still. Takes a shot! Oh, good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, he's burst through. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, lovely. Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Can he get away here? Barella. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Takes on his marker. Barella defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ronaldinho! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Kalulu. Now DiMarco.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Played back to the goalkeeper.
There's certain ones that most that call upon to do a video.
Now in this come the band called Sayan Kuti alongside yours truly, Big Gangzilla.
I know do big man pass anybody. I know they do pass myself. I just one day. I know be everybody worship money. I know they show myself. I just one day. I say shit, you day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. You day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. You day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. Day your day. Godzilla.
As long as the sun will shine on the face of man, I don't see no guy can erase the plan. Some guy should have wise and understand what will be must be. We jump out on the road and we safely track and make it back in by the grace of. Some guy love talk, but them face the bad. What will be must be.
Now my late night day, I no get time to chase cloud. I'm not happy, nobody like me, I can't shout. Too many people did the world, not enough souls to make humans. And everybody know this life no balance.
Some guy love feel like them think a game, them fin woman while when them think with him, them think them.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counters.
Shapes to shoot! Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Threads one in. Oh, that's well spotted.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Dembele is fouled. And it's Dembele. Saliba. And Hernandez. Nicely weighted ball. Aimed at the far side. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, super ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
France have it back and can go again. Foot in. That's a cute ball. He's a sharp little ball here. So we're still where we started right now. Now, can they get him away? Rodri. Upamecano does well to get it back. And that's gone loose. Can he latch on to this? Ah, he's given it away. Shoots! Mbappe gets flagged offside. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Aims beyond the defence. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pedro Porro is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Back where it came from. Morata. Always onto this. France already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Chouameni. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Saliba chooses to go cross-field.
Oh, well spotted.
Kalulu. And it's Conte. This is a promising build-up. Crunching tackle. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Spain are down to 10 men.
I could never fit nobody. I'm only here to party. While you trying to fit, I'll disappear. Oh, yeah. No time for no bad energy. You don't want no smoke, you don't want none of that. No, you won't be my friend of me. I won't show no love, you won't get none of that. No time for it. No time for it. No time for it. Life's too short, life's too small, no. Can't waste your time on things you can't rely on. I got no time for it. I don't want nobody
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I see this guy Upamecano as a very modern-day centre-back. Quick, good with his feet, confident moving the ball out of defence. I mean, if you're a team like many of the good ones that like to play out from the back, then this Frenchman really is your perfect fit.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Ribéry. And here's Griezmann. He's found the way through. Chance, surely! He's delivered all right!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. France with the corner, they're first. He's having a pop! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Koundé certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, super find. Olise. Mbappe. And he's got away from him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Zaire Emery. Oh, that's a very big chance! And that was struck with genuine force.
Mbappe clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Played out to the left flank. He is through here. Nice interception, well timed.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Conte.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Griezmann. Upamecano cuts it out. Now it's Camavinga. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. He's beaten, decent chance! And it's come back out to him. Goal! France! France are back on level terms. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Dembele. Dembele powering forward here. Ribéry going forward. Played into space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ribéry. Kante was in no mood for any of that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Olise. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Pinches it off him. Dembele ventures forward, knocks it into space, and he's cut it out. Hernandez. It's Ribéry. Can he spark a counter here? He's in plenty of space here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele. Upamecano. And it's Dembele. Zaire Emery. And that has been cleared. Well, we expected better, and so did he. He's in a great position here. Look at the space here. Good ball, good take. And the finish! Hernandez.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Zaire Emery. And he's intervened well there. Oh, super ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Saliba. That's it, 45 minutes up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Changement en cours.
So once again, we're underway.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Dembele, and he's there to retrieve it. And that pass just didn't quite work. Crunching tackle. Griezmann, who's set up one goal so far. Thuram. Good ball over the top. He's had a shot! Goal! France! And they get themselves in front! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
France have their lead. Rabiot. Now it's Thuram. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Thuram! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
France really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And it's Conte. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Goes down, but nothing given. That has been slung wide. No, it's come to nothing. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Maignan. It carries far too far and out of play. That's a sharp pass. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that's going to be a booking. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Big chance to get at them. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Now it's Griezmann. Muscular approach does pay off here. Doué. Now it's Thuram. And this is Dembele. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Zaire Emery. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's chosen to go back. The pass somewhat off target. Taken back almost at once. Doué. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Chouameni. And it's Griezmann. He's had it taken off him. That's good running with the ball. Conte. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's bustling through here.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Dembele. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Shoots! And again! Against the crossbar! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Dembele is firing after that one. Chouameni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Hernandez. Can he get it through? He's being urged to shoot.
That's just playing it safe and simple. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Mbappe. Caught offside that time. In with the challenge. And here's Zaire Emery. That's a good ball out wide. Kalulu
Temps additionnel
looking for
de
options for
3 minutes.
movement. And it's Zaire Emery. And he shoots! Fantastic from Zaire Emery! About as smooth as it gets. We thought they were done, but never say never. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was...
So that means another 30 minutes football. So that was the second half.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Attention, s'il vous plaît.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes. Another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference.
Au secrétariat du club, Jonathan, casquette bleue.
Into extra time we go. France did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Kante spots it and intercepts. France have it back and can go again. Dembele. Conte. Can he get on the end of this? Not the most accurate pass. Mayulu gets a good foot in there. Chouameni makes a dash for it. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's there to belt it away. Mayulu. And it's Koundé. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Zaire Emery. Spread it left. That's where it came from. Can he finish? Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And yes, it's him again. France with the lead. He's having a shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of it.
And we're halfway through extra time.
Chers spectateurs,
Goals on both sides then, and a lot of tired limbs out there. We are down to the last chance for someone to try and win this.
changement pour la France. Le numéro 7, le numéro 33,
And so the last chance to find a winner.
le numéro 9. Le numéro
This
12.
really has been
Attention,
thrilling. Both
changement.
sides going at it, and now for the final act. That has not gone well. Oh, it's Dembele.
That's good play from him.
Oh, now he can run away with it. Can he finish? Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Time is running out here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Mayulu, nicely worked. Thuram tries a shot! Gorgeous from Thuram. A finish of true class. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football.
Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
So now the difference is 3. Rabiot threads one in. And that will be the final act. France illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football.
Like the flowers, my soul blooms in the light. Light up waters, I'm drowning into you. Light of heavens, our kiss is higher than the mountains. We're in all the colors, and all the colors in you. The darkest night, love is sheer, love is sheer. Let your spirit rise in this hopelessness. Love is sheer, love is sheer. We're dancing in the colors. We're dancing in all of the colors. We're dancing in the colors. We're dancing in all of the colors. We're dancing in it.
Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Federico Chiesa, Peter, who's naturally a winger, but an unorthodox one at that, in which he prefers to to take shots from the sort of position you'd expect from a number 9. He's a real winger come striker who can cause a lot of confusion for defences.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. That's a good foray he's making. Calabria in acres of space out wide. And it's claimed by the keeper. Looking for a runner. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Opts for safety. Italy have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Pellegrini. Francesco Espos hits a shot! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first.
DiMarco really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Dembele. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. Great ball if he can get there. And here's Mbappe. Oh, right place, right time. Calabria defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's the throw. Another chance from a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
And the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now he's got space here. That is a brilliant interception. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. That is ended up in no man's land. Bastoni. Now DiMarco. Turns back here, probably the best option. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Ricci. Bastoni. Pellegrini. And it's Pellegrini. Chouameni for Conte. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely weighted ball. He has found the way through. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And it's Tonali. France have the chance to go the other way. That's a little off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mbappe! And it's been hooked away. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Pellegrini.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Rabiot.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Kalulu. Aimed beyond the defence, and he plays one through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
The muscular approach does pay off here. Rabiot. Conte. No, again, there's no way through. And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. Played in with purpose.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pellegrini. DiMarco. Chance! And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. France finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. We're on the move again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Conte. And they win it back again. That's a good ball. Dembele. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
DiMarco. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That's an excellent interception. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Chiesa is onto this. Almost an hour gone. Rabiot. That's a lovely, neat pass. No, that's been intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Tonali. This is a promising build-up. And he's had it nicked away. Neatly clipped into space. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, real chance to break. That's been slipped through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's on it, can he get away? Lovely ball and a real chance now. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And it's DiMarco. Pass somewhat off target. Batasagi drives forward on the overlap.
Italy clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Where it came from. Di Marco. Pellegrini. Calabria. Tonali. Ricci. Batasagi. Ricci. He's got away. Now, can they get him away? Kalulu. Chouameni. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Backward it goes. Good read, needed to be. Ricci. Tonali. Chouameni makes the interception. Nice looking ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Francesco Esposito! And yes, it's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Italy have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Dembele.
Italy have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 19.
France can make their change now with a break in play.
Le numéro 9. Le numéro 33. Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Bastoni. That's that, the end. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went...
Talk to me, baby girl. Just slow it down, let your body speak. I know that timing is everything. Got me weak. All I got is infinity. Infinity. Let it talk to me. Just slow it down, let your body speak. I know that timing is everything. All I got is infinity. Infinity. You got the vibe and I'm feeling you, girl. Missing my flight 'cause you